SENIAC, and welcome back to another episode of Cruise Line Tycoon here on Roblox, where, boys, we are back right now, and I discovered something in the last episode. Apart from the fact that we've got SENIAC, I'm not talking about this. Damn it, developers, I'm not French. I discovered when I was adding SENIAC's French bakery to the most expensive ship in the game, that it's no longer the most expensive ship in the game. A lot of you told me right now that there is a new ship. The developers added in a more expensive ship, a bigger ship right now. So when I did buy this, it was the most expensive and the biggest. And then they've added... Developers, stop adding new ships right now. You're making me spend all my Bobucks. What? So we're going to have to now buy the best ship in the game. How dare they right now? How dare they? So if you do enjoy this, smash that like button down below, subscribe if you are new. I'm about to buy and spend, and I think it's about $40 million, and you can see right now that I do not have $40 million. Guys, SENIAC plushes are available on SENIAC.com, a link in the description, but let's do this. So, we need to go to the port menu, and we need to go to the shipyard right now. And if I scroll all the way to the end, we currently have this Summit class. There is a new one. Oh my god, it's 42 million. We currently have this bad boy right now, the Summit class, okay? It was the biggest, the best, most expensive at the time I bought it. Then they've added in a new one. It was $27 million. Length, remember these stats. 107, 17, 1400, 10. Right, you guys remember that? Because I don't. This one is 107, so this is bigger. 17, the same. 1400, that's bigger. 10, this is 11. Ooh. So we get an extra deck, we get a longer ship, the same width, but more total buildable space. But it's a problem. It's 42 million, and I don't have 42 million. So I've come up with a plan, boys. I've come up with the grand master plan right now to give me that money. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to figure out if I was to sell this ship. Now, I can't sell it because you can't sell and not have a ship. You've always got to have a ship. But if I sold this, I would get 32.6 million, which add 16 is 48 and 49-ish after all the things have been calculated together. Almost 50 million. So what I've got to do is I've got to exit this, okay? I've got to go back to the port menu. Right, hold on. This will make sense in just a moment. And I'm going to have to buy the smallest ship in the game. So I'm going to buy this, okay? And I'm going to make this my ship. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness me, this is tiny. This is actually tiny. This is actually tiny compared to what I've been used to. Hold on, let me see this right now. Oh goodness me, that is tiny. What in the world is going on? Right, exit this for a second. I've never seen that small ship in person, and it's tiny. So now I've got that, I can now go to my ships, and if I now configure the Summit class, I then have the ability to sell it. So if I sell it, get my money, I've got nearly 50 million. Damn! Damn! And now this is technically the only ship that I have. So now I get to buy, right, the new ship, the most expensive ship in the game. Developers, stop adding new ships in right now. This is this is not very cost effective to my Bobucks. Right, it's called the Peluda class, a gentle giant of cruise ships with a vast deck space and stunning aft design. I don't know what that word means, but we're going to go with it. Stats are pretty good. The best stats in the game right now. And I'm liking the top of it as well. It looks kind of cool. So let me buy this. This is expensive, guys. I can't express how expensive this is. Oh my, I love the stack. I love the stack on it right now. This is amazing. Wait, wasn't I over there? I'm sure I was parked over there, or is that just me? I'm not quite sure what's going on right now. So this looks pretty beastly. That's where the captain on the ship is gonna stand, obviously. Or does the captain go in there, or does the captain go over here in this bit? I think he goes in this bit because he walks to the end to look down the side. Yeah, I think that's pretty much where he goes. So if I go to edit right now, we can now finally explore this cruise ship. So the extra floor we get, right, is this. Okay, we can go down a floor and we got this nice little room to work with. Ooh, I'm liking that big semicircle, by the way. It's pretty nice. We go down another floor right now and we then unlock these 2 rooms. There's so much deck space that we can utilize. This is pretty good. It is pretty good. I can actually kind of build them together. It's not a problem. That's huge. That's a lot of space on this deck right now. Ooh, okay. And then down again. So that actually, this is weird. This top deck overhangs the deck below it. Interesting. Nice and big, nice and big, nice and big, nice and big. Now, after the bottom, like, outdoor deck here, how many floors have we got? We've got 1 here. We then have 2. We then have 3. And that is the 3rd one at the very bottom. And this is where all the engines and fuel tanks currently are. Now, I don't expect this to be a pretty fast ship. I don't expect it to be fast at all. I don't know. I feel like the game needs to add some kind of mechanic in that you know you're reaching engine capacity limit and you can't go faster. Just to say, like, you know, we can add a maximum of, you know, so many horsepowers. I don't know, guys. And then you know that you're not overspending on your engines. Now, this is absolutely huge. Now, I feel like we should go and test it out and set sail. But I think before we do, there's one thing we need to add in before we can do anything. And I think it needs to be placed around about here. So if I go to build, and if I go to hospitality, and I click on this French bakery, this is something else that annoys me in the game. There is none of the buildings and the rooms can be centered. Like, if you've got OCD right now, you're stressing out, boys. You're stressing out. But we're going to add a French bakery right there. And I love it so much, I'm going to add 2. And just to make sure that people know and can actually access the French bakery, I'm going to put a structured door right now. Hold on, where's my doors? Just to go here. So you can access outside. Even though there's a door there and a door there, but I think is that for the bakery? That might be for the bakery. I'm not particularly too sure. Staff entrance, guys. It's a staff entrance right now. And that's the only thing. Hold on. Damn. I think I'm allergic to my French bakery. I told you it's not a good idea, guys. I told you it's not a good idea right now. So that's all I'm going to add. Okay. That's all I'm going to add at this moment in time. So port menu. Services, I can't really add much to it because obviously I haven't got anything else other than what we have by default. So we've got maximum of everything right now. Exit. We can now undock the ship. It says, don't forget to load the passengers. I ain't got any passengers, fools. I ain't got any passengers right now. And let me now do some control. So we want to thrust outwards. Easy, boys. Easy right now. And then we're going to try and reverse inwards. So if I play up with a little bit of reverse, we can stop the thrusting. Now, because this is like a huge cruise ship, this is going to be even more difficult right now to try and navigate. This is going to be absolutely wild. It's huge. It is a big boat, boys. It's a big boat. Right, controls then. So, which is the one that makes me turn that way? Yes. Right, we're doing the turn. We're going to try and navigate to get out. Oh, hello. One ship just spawned there out of nowhere. Right, hopefully I don't crash into those. So, keep it going, keep it going. And then we're going to slow down the turning right now. Oh, no. I don't like how, like, it turns one way when you reverse and then a different way when you're going forward. It's kind of low-key a little bit weird. And shall I thrust out a bit? I'm going to thrust out a bit as well. I'm not sure that's going to slow down my turning. It is going to slow down my turning, so maybe we don't thrust out any more than we are. And we are trying to navigate very gently here, boys. Very gently right now. We're trying to navigate. And then once we've got the green light, we are then going forward. So I could actually start to move it just a little bit, just enough to kind of increase the throttle. Stop us going backwards to start moving forward. This is a big boat. This is a big, big boat, boys. It's a big boy. It's a big boy. Right, let's now go full beans, as we then should be able to exit going out of this area. It's that big, I can't zoom out far enough right now to be able to see what's going on. So we'll keep it turning a little bit. I don't want to cause any damage, and we're going to try and skedaddle out and off into the ocean. Off into the ocean, boys. This is a huge boat. Right, am I going to clip? I can't see where the edge of the sand is. I'm hoping I'm not going to clip it. But if I can get out, this shall be perfect. This shall be... This is big. This is way too big. Right, try and navigate the turn now. Easy. Don't hit the bridge. Don't... Oh my, I'm going to hit the bridge. I'm going to hit the bridge. Right, guys. I can't... I clearly cannot drive the ship. I clearly cannot drive the ship right now. But there we go. We tried our hardest, and I think we might have failed. Right, on that note then, boys, let's get back to the harbour right now. I'm sure that's them two ships there are both mine. Is it? No, that's a different ship, isn't it? Yeah, that is a different ship. So now we've dialed back up then. Let's go to the editor and let's see what we could ultimately do here. Where would be a good start? I think this is all. I feel like this is the hospitality area, and maybe the rooms start kind of here. Now, how far down can I go? Because we need, and something I always forget to do is build staircases. So if I go right up to, and let's build a staircase within this. We'll make this like the centerpiece. And let's go to structure. And no, is it utility? Yes, it is utility. So we'll do the beautiful staircase here. So if I put you... Can you get like two variations of them build? That one or that one? Yeah. So if I built... Oh no. Is that just a wider version? I'm not sure if that's a wider version or not. Is it a wider version? Yes, it is a wider version. Right, I'm going to go with normal staircases. We're just going to do like super wide ones. And, right, don't want to go there. Don't want to go there. I want it to go here. So if I do a double like that, and that's not centered, is it? It's not going to be centered. But then if I do bam, bam, down, bam. Oh, I've messed that one up. Down, down, down. Right, hold on, down. Down. Oh, can we not do it? It won't let me go any lower than this. But we have a staircase. One of them is a little bit wild. But it will do. It will do, boys. It will do. Anyway, I want to go accommodation. And I want to go for some nice big rooms to begin with. And you got to be careful because you might not be able to kind of squeeze them all on. Especially on this one, with the way that the balconies are going to be kind of low-key set up. So if I start over here to where we have the window little area, and I feel like they're maybe a little bit too big for this kind of section. So if I go for these ones and then bam, is that good enough to squeeze in? Yes, that there is perfection. So let's kind of go all the way up here, which you could almost get them all in. Oh, that's going to be annoying because I've now already clicked. How do I cancel again? What's the cancel button? Is it G? Cancel placement. Yes. Do that again, but we're going to build it directly from here. And then bring it all the way down to there. So these are my first ever set of rooms we're squeezing in on this brand new boat. Nice. And then what we incorporate then is a nice little door. So structure-wise... doors, a few different variations of these doors. I like the big glass doors. I wish we could have like double doors. I think that would be kind of nice. So they can access this little balcony area, and then we'll do that going all the way down. So how does that look in general? I don't feel like that's too bad. You know what I mean? I don't feel like that's too bad right now. Plenty of space in the middle for activities. And if I was to build again and add in more accommodation, what would I then add in next? Now, like I said, I feel like they can be a little bit too long. But then what's the alternative? These are huge. These are huge, boys. Do these come with balconies? These do, and these are a lot smaller. So if I brought these coming down, I'm not quite sure how far to take them, but I'll go as far as it will allow me. Right, there we go. Now, I'm not saying I want to squeeze in the small ones in the middle, but I'm just going to take a little peek skis. Right. See, I could drop you like one there, but it doesn't really work like that. And if I went for the other squarish one, it's a bit awkward. One side's going to get more space than the other. But I could run this down here and have like the more peasant rooms like that. So obviously one side's got more than the other, but it's the inner cabin rooms. It's the inner cabin rooms. And then we build again. And then we go structure-wise, get the big door in, drop you in. You can kind of then see how it's all slowly coming together. I feel like we can make this quite a nice ship. I really do. Now, what do you guys reckon? What should the capacity be that we're aiming for? Do we kind of do some different designs? Do I add some of these bigger, better rooms and maybe this top deck up here? I don't know. We definitely could squeeze in some double-decker rooms. That would be pretty nice, wouldn't it? I would like to get a swimming pool on multiple floors. I feel like this is the ship that we finally designed. I was going to do the other one, but then I realized there's a bigger ship. So now we get to finally design this one. Developers, please don't add a bigger ship in right now. Just saying. So let me know in the comment section. Smash the like button if you want to see another episode where we finally max out this ship. But until next time, I will see you all soon. SENIAC Plush is available on SENIAC.com. Link in the description. Until next time, goodbye.